Hi there. So I'm going to come on and just do my face, not my eyes, with my Saint makeup. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to just do your foundation, aka highlight, and your highlight here, which is your concealer. So they're basically the same product, just one will be lighter for here, and one is a little bit darker for your main face. So I'm going to show you how I apply it. I'll put a little bronzer on and that's it. So this is just going to be a quick, simple one. So you all got your compact and hopefully you put it together in your magnetic tins with your magnetic tins and they all pop in, as we all know. And I'm going to start off, I don't do the dot method. For me, the dot method does not work with my skin. I feel like it's tugging and pulling when I do the dots and I try to blend. You got to figure out what system works for you. So for me, I like to just start off with my main color, and my main color is Sandy, and I tap. So what I do is I tap into the makeup, the cream makeup. Now remember, less is more with this product. You do not need a lot. If you put too much on, you will not like the way it ends up looking because it will look heavy and cakey. So if you happen to get your first time, it's your first time using this product and you look at it afterwards and you're not happy, generally it's because you probably put too much on. So try going with a less heavy hand, and if it's not that, it could be the wrong color, but you have to let it sit for a couple minutes, because if you even look at this right now, I look yellowy, my color doesn't look right, but just watch how this settles in. Now I take a little swipe of my main color and I go over my lids, just because my lids are very red. I don't put a lot on my forehead. And then when I do the nostril area here, I like to swirl because we have that little crevice there. And if we just tap, it really won't get in there. And you want to make sure the makeup gets pushed in everywhere. So again, I'm just pushing. You got to blend down here on your neck. Now just let that settle. This will take on a nice look. It already is, actually, if you can tell. Now I'm going to do this side. Now, see how I stipple that on? And you can see it right there, but don't you worry. This is just evening out my color. Now remember, if you feel like you don't have the right color, we can troubleshoot. There's so many different options, but give it. Sometimes if you're new to cream makeup, you have to, your skin has to almost adjust to it because your skin is not used to this kind of makeup. Once you do, once your skin does, you'll be amazed. Sometimes you might have to give it a full week for your skin to adjust. So just play with it. And again, play with what system works for you. Now, I'm just going to continue to push it in. That's pretty much it. Okay. I always close my lips when I do it so I don't get the makeup on my lips. All right, and if you noticed with mature skin, I bring my main color. I don't stop here and go like that. I bring it up here. I don't bring a lot of product up there. When I start off with the most product, I start here. And then I slowly bring it up here just to help with that bag area. So I'm not putting as much brightener on that. So now I'm going to go in with my brightener, which is this guy. Just a couple shades lighter. And I like to use my finger because I have more control over how much product I'm using. Again, you figure out what works for you. But see, that's about all I have on. And I will literally tap very lightly. And I go over my lid with a final cover of a lighter color. This is a good base before you put on your eyeshadow. It holds that eyeshadow nice and good. And I will tap just a tad and go right here. If you notice, I don't put any main product there. I put it here, I put it here, and then I blend the two. Now, if you want to use a brush and do this, go ahead. Again, you do you. You do what works for you. If you find that your eyes are caking and it's creasing and your eyes don't look as good, you're either going too light under your eye or you're using too much product. So it's all just about the color and how much you're using. So again, like I said, there's all different ways to play with it, to lighten it. Say if this was too dark for me, I could actually tap into this and this, which is Sandy and Candlelit. I could tap into both and lighten this one up. That's the lovely thing about cream makeup. You can sort of make up your own colors. Okay, so that eye's done. I'll do a little bit on this one. Tap it there. And then I push it in. I might tap a little bit more because I want to get some on my lid. Now this is just the basic way to apply. You can use a different brush. You can use the 3D brush, which a lot of people like. That will apply your makeup with a little bit more coverage. Let me see if I have that. This is the 3D brush. So this has a more dense brushes, so it will apply your foundation a little heavier than this one. So you know, however you like your makeup to go on. I just find it easier for me to use the blush bronzer. I basically use this brush for everything. I use it for my bronzer, my blush, my foundation, and I clean it about once a week with a thorough wash, this guy. This one is one of the originals back from 2018. That's why it doesn't look exactly like maybe what you have. So I'm not gonna contour, but I am gonna add a little bit of bronzer. So you can just see how I'm gonna warm up my face. I just pull back my hair for this. Okay, so I tap, tap. And don't worry, this is with Bella bronzer, and this can appear very dark. But if you blend it out, it actually gives a great color. And I gotta be honest with you, this is my favorite bronzer, this color. I just love it. And I love how it just goes onto the skin. So just gonna warm up your neck. That's key too. Okay, that's it. So you can see my face has got a little bit warmer. I do not look as pale, and that was easy. Now all I have to do is put on some eyeshadow, maybe a little blush, and I'm good for the day. So that's all you need to do. And if you feel like this is a little too moisture feeling, you can add a little bit of powder under your eyes or even onto your face if you feel like you need to. Just don't add too much. So that's it, and have fun playing.